resonate with you. If you happen to have relevant Gemini placements, cross-watching for a Gemini, take what resonates, leave the rest. Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7th house. Let's see what's coming in for Geminis. We got Aqua. Some of you could be interacting with an Aquarius. Some of you could be Geminis with Aquarius placement. Gemini. Someone that you were involved with. Some of you are in a third party, by the way. But some of you, you've moved on from someone. Someone's giving off the facade that they've moved on with someone else. But it feels like they haven't really moved on. They may have moved on quickly to make it look like they're over you, but they're really not. Gemini. You get what I mean? Somebody wants to make it look, especially if this is somebody that's online. They're posting a lot of pictures online. Somebody wants to make it appear that they're not thinking about you. They're over you. They moved on quickly. You're not on their mind. I said it's a facade. Some of you Geminis, it looks like there's someone in particular that you're not in touch with any longer. Some of you, maybe you lost touch with someone due to a legal issue. So I can't help but to notice some of you might have that. Some of you, it seems like the issue is that you lost patience with someone. You lost patience with the games that somebody was playing. Somebody's immaturity level, you might feel. This is definitely an abusive relationship. Someone is coming across secretive, possessive. You have a Scorpio that shows up to your reading. You got a Capricorn, a Sagittarius that shows up in your reading as well. As like fire signs, you have Sag, you have Aries. Oh, it's Aries season. Sure is. Okay. You might be experiencing some delays, especially when it comes to your finances. Gemini or cross-watcher. Seems like you just need some time by yourself. You need some time for peace and quiet. Okay. If money hasn't been the greatest for you, I said you're experiencing some delays, but it seems like there's some opportunities that make money, even though there may have been some that passed you by. Some opportunities that have passed you by in the past. It seems like something might be, you may get some new opportunities. It seems like you got a lot of pressure on you. Gemini, you have the weight of the world on your shoulders right now, and it seems like maybe you're trying to handle things with a smile currently, but it feels like deep down inside something's really going on, and it seems like emotionally you might be struggling with something. I mentioned to you, if you might be a part of a third party, you might be the person that's struggling to get over someone. I think that someone doesn't see you as much as they used to, and I think that you're on their mind. Maybe there could have been some type of back and forth kind of text war between you and this person, and whatever was said in the past, either it was said by text or it was said online, possibly like as somebody was drunk. Okay, because it looks like somebody is like doing this, like they're going on a drunk rant, and somebody may have said some very distasteful things from you. Some of you, who comes up heavily in your situation is a father figure. This could be some type of situation that you're having with your own father. This could be the father of your child, maybe. Somebody definitely has some sort of addiction. Gemini, looks like some bills maybe haven't gotten paid. You might be getting some final notices in the mail. Kids might be bickering. Sort of thing. So there's a lot of pressure. Not telling you to gamble, Gemini, but it looks like somebody could be possibly going to the casino, maybe winning some money. Looks like your kids are really pulling on you. They're really wanting your attention. There's a child that might really maybe need you to spend some money on them. I don't know, random. Not a political channel, but I mean, it's in the reading. Maybe, I don't know, something about this election season might be relevant to you. I don't know if you know somebody who's running Okay, enough of that. Gemini, what's going on? Pretty much the same as what was going on the last time that we read. Gemini, looks like you're going through it. Okay, let's get back to this relationship situation. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. Take it however it applies, but there is some sort of chaos and conflict. Two reasons for that. Someone is doing, for some of you, not for all of you, someone is doing some sort of chaos magic to create conflict and drama between you and someone that you love. And not all of it is magic. A lot of this is words. Somebody might be saying something to create the atmosphere of tension between the two of you. And they're doing so intentionally. Okay? Because like I said, it feels like you're feeling the brunt of this right about now. Or this is just the way that you communicate with someone. Didn't I say somebody is watching you from a distance, watching you online? Somebody is not sure how to possibly rebuild a relationship. This is either, like I said, a relationship between you and your father or you and your child's father. Someone is looking at you, Gemini, as though you're bitter or vice versa. Or that you're constantly offended. I think somebody misunderstands the situation, Gemini, because I don't think that you're just bitter and resentful. I don't. I think there's a deeper reason behind why. And it just seems like you have a different perspective of what happened. You have a different version of what happened than they do. What's going on, Holy Spirit, with Gemini? Hi, Sideria. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So that's what I mean. Somebody feels that it's very difficult to move on. So I promise you, they're painting the picture like they have, but they really haven't. Truthfully, deep down inside, somebody feels like it's hard to let you go. I don't think that you're in a good place with this person right now. I think that you're emotionally recovering from something that may have happened. And I think that somebody lied to you about something. What did they lie about? Spirit guides. They're different. Maybe they did. Maybe you have broken up with this person a number of times, and maybe they have kind of given you the promise that they've changed and that they're different. What did you want from me? And it still feels like you're back at square one. That's what I mean. I think this is why somebody is resentful. Somebody feels like they're getting the runaround with this situation. Comes right back out. That's interesting. We're going to see why that is. Gemini, I think that somebody still expects you to be around. Gemini or cross-watcher, that no matter what you put this person through, or vice versa, that you remain loyal to this connection. And I think that even though while there's no communication, I think that someone is not clear where the two of you stand right now. If this is a male, I guess it doesn't have to be a male, but you got father here. So this feels like this is like an alpha male, alpha female type of personality. So you might feel like somebody tries to dominate, or they try to control the situation. Somebody's looking at someone as controlling. The observer, once again, you have it in two different decks. Okay, so I said, maybe you're online. Okay, this could even be an outside situation where someone could be observing you. But beneath that is intimate. So I think that this is a former close partner that the two of you used to have, that someone that used to be in your life. I think somebody might be watching you from the sidelines, Gemini. Maybe watching you move up. Definitely stalking you on social media. Now, it does not have to be that it's this person that's stalking you on social media, but we're going to get to that. So let's see, what is likely to play out next for the Gemini nation? There's a father that would like to rebuild a relationship with a child. Rebuild or flat out build a relationship that was maybe non-existent. What's going on? There's a Pisces in your reading. Some of you could have been celebrating. Maybe you celebrated a Pisces birthday. Be celebrating an Aries birthday. Who are we talking about? Gemini. Gemini, just need for my person to be honest and open. Let's see if you'll get that from this person. Possibly not. At least in the past. Somebody's been a charlatan. They've been lying about certain things. I promise you somebody's doing magic in this situation. That's the type of magic they're doing. Chaos and conflict. Especially if someone does not want you and this person together. Or they don't want somebody to go back. Okay, it's very clear that this has something to do with a father figure. Somebody doesn't want someone to go back to someone that they were once dealing with. It's like somebody's trying to stand in the way of that, create some type of havoc, create some type of blockage to a bond being formed. Divine timing. As soon as I part the deck and shuffle, divine timing. So is now divine timing, spirit guys? It feels like it, or this is something that's getting ready to come up. Especially if this is like a financial situation for you. You want to be financially stable and it feels like it's not coming. It seems like things are not coming together. It seems like it had everything to do with divine timing. Okay, we just keep having it here. Okay. You're going through something. Like I said, you're trying to emotionally recover from something. I think financially, you're also trying to emotionally recover from something. So let's see about this communication situation. Is someone coming to talk, clear things up? Because I see a lot of things coming up in your situation. Blessings and abundance. Definitely, there's something getting ready to play out when it comes to your finances. Confirmation of what I spoke about. Let's see. Gemini's person's next move. You said her birthday is Monday? She's a Pisces? We're out of Pisces season. We just entered Aries. So she's on the cusp, it seems like. As soon as I part the deck, reach out. Okay. I'll miss you. If this has something to do with a father figure, father and child relationships. Some of you are obviously disconnected from a child due to a breakup. Or like I said, due to a legal situation. Maybe somebody has been incarcerated. You could be separated due to some sort of incarceration. Somebody has a trial coming up, possibly. Let's see what's going on in court soon. Clean up your mess. Someone is coming back with the attempt to try to clean up a situation. Someone is looking back on a situation and realizing that they made a mess of the situation. So it does. It feels like someone's intention is to reach out to clean something up, but it doesn't seem like things are that easy breezy. Like I said, it feels like there's some sort of static that's necessary to work through before you get to this point. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it's going to be easy to just kind of like bounce back into this situation, but it does. It feels like someone wants to come back and clean something up with you. Possibly clear something up. Okay. We have this card that says composure. So, composure. Does this have something to do with this situation? Are you keeping your composure with this? I think so. I definitely think so. I think you are. Okay. Like I said, you might have to go through something in order to get to a situation where things are a bit easier for you to really communicate and for walls to come down with this situation, for you to get to the point where you feel like you can kind of sort things out and clean things up with this person. It just feels like there might be some barriers to this situation. Composure might be needed because this feels like you could possibly get into a sort of emotionally charged situation with someone. It seems like there might be some pent up anger, aggression about the whole situation, because trust and believe, somebody has been struggling with something emotionally, really been going through it, especially if this has something to do with a child and they don't have any sort of outlet to their feelings. Something might come up in some sort of an outburst. Not in all cases, but in some situations. Because like I said, something's been building up for the longest. And it seems like someone wants peace in the situation. But like I said, if this is a father, it feels like they've missed major milestones in a child's life. This could even be somebody maybe keeping their composure, watching you move on, because let's make that clear. Gemini, maybe, like I said, something might be happening online where you just have an ex that's just, I did say possessive sort of thing. I don't know, somebody could be looking through your window, Gemini. If you are doing something online, especially, or this could be somebody maybe parading somebody around in your face, flaunting someone in your face. It feels like somebody's trying to make you jealous. Somebody does want you to lose your composure. I don't know if they want this or that's just like a response of yours without them trying to initiate that response. Let me see what their intention is. No, I think that they are. Is this you or is this them? This is jealousy with this devil card. Yeah, see, like I said, this is your dad. This is your child's father. Why is the devil here? No, I think that they are trying to get some sort of reaction from you. And I think that they might, especially what right beneath this is the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You also have the Death card, which could be it's interesting. Sagittarius, I meant to say Scorpio, but you do have Sag in your chart, or in the reading rather. Sagittarius, Temperance is here. Whatever the case happens to be, however this situation may flow, the point being is that it feels like someone would like to come in contact with you after there's been a time of tension and chaos to try to clean up a situation. But it looks like the highlighted relationship here is parent and child. I don't think someone knows how to resolve the time that somebody maybe spent away from the situation. Yes, I promise you, this has something to do with a parent-child. I don't really know you. So this is what I mean. Someone is trying to either build a bond or rebuild a bond. Now, if this is not a father maybe coming back, it feels like a father is relevant, having to do like father issues. This could be with you, Gemini. It could be with your cross-watcher. It could be with your own children. They might be struggling with the fact that maybe their father is not around. Thank you. That's exactly the case. Someone's been struggling with something for the longest, Gemini. I said, whether or not this person, your father or whomever this happens to be, comes back into the situation to genuinely try with you, it just feels like something internally within you could be causing you or someone around you could be causing a lot of internal chaos, conflict. This could be a child acting out, throwing a lot of tantrums. And maybe there's no one to really understand what's going on within a child, but it definitely feels like deep inside they're going through some sort of conflict about feeling good enough or having some sort of self-esteem issues. All right, Gemini. I see that. Some of you could be in a same-sex relationship. Maybe this has something to do with societal norms. I don't know. Maybe you're experiencing some sort of discrimination with this devil card here. This could also be that maybe someone might be in a hetero relationship, but they have a preference. Like maybe this is, I don't know, somebody prefers maybe a man's touch sort of thing. It seems like maybe somebody is struggling to come out of the closet, possibly. Somebody tells somebody secrets because it feels like somebody feels a bit humiliated. Something may have happened. Okay, Gemini. Something could be about to happen in the next 7 days. What is going on with Gemini? Random Gemini. Somebody could be very spiritual. Someone could also be maybe a martial artist, a dancer, a performer of some type. Yeah, somebody wants you to let it go. Maybe somebody, it could be that someone speaks in a very harsh tone and someone wishes that somebody would lighten up a bit. Maybe for some of you Geminis, maybe something may possibly change, but really and truthfully, I think you're going through something that might have something to do with a legal issue. You got the chess game, as though maybe you're having to develop a strategy to win something. Yes, thank you, Spirit Guide. Something is up in the air having to do with a legal situation. Specifically, it feels like this is something legally binding. It could be some sort of a contract. It could be a living situation sort of thing. It looks like you're looking for stability right now. Some of you, maybe you're giving birth to a child. Maybe you have several children. Someone could have children in different households, this sort of thing. Gemini. What's going on with court? I did say something is up in the air. This child custody? What's up in the air, Spirit Guides? What is this chess game about? I mentioned to you maybe you're dreading some sort of court appearance. Some of you are definitely dreading a doctor visit. I see that for sure. What's going on with court, Spirit Guides? The crooked man. Gotta be careful about buying a car. It feels like this may have something to do with a vehicle. Maybe you're scammed when it comes to a car loan situation. Because it looks like you're taking out maybe a loan to get something. It seems like some of you might feel scammed as far as your love life is concerned. What's going on? Okay. You might be getting some sort of mail. Or you're getting some sort of news about something. Maybe you come across something online or whatever. But definitely it looks like someone is seeing some sort of information. I don't know if you're nervous about information being seen. Maybe this is some sort of, mentioned to you, a document, contract. There could be some sort of communication coming in for you. You might be getting some feedback. Okay, things have been up in the air. Maybe you're getting some sort of communication, possibly from the court or from whatever this legal document is about to help you kind of figure things out. Or this is as a result of some type of information that you receive. It seems like you're having to develop some sort of strategy. It looks like somebody could be trying to figure out some sort of loophole to maybe make something happen. Definitely something having to do with the court of law. Someone could possibly be getting out of jail. I mentioned to you, trial. Someone's on trial. Unless this is not literal And this is someone is in a relationship and they don't feel like they can trust the other person. It might feel like somebody feels like they're constantly on the stand. They're being cross-examined. They're being asked a lot of questions, interrogated. Because truth, trust, and believe, someone's trying to get to the truth of a situation. What's going on with court? But this would also be the case with court. Maybe some of you are sending your child's father to, maybe this has something to do with child support. This feels like more so maybe a custody issue. What's going on with Gemini when it comes to court? Does have something to do with your living situation, Gemini? Yeah, you're waiting for something. You're waiting for some type of communication. This feels like you're waiting for a court decision to come about. Or you're trying to sort out a legal situation that you may have felt turned into a mess. Somebody might be serving time. I think that if someone is in jail, someone is worried about how long they might be in jail. Or this is you're worried about possible jail time. I think maybe you're waiting for charges to be dropped, Gemini. Maybe you're, I don't know. Some of you are returning to court. What's going on with Geminis? Yeah. Whatever this is connected to court, it feels like it affects other people. This could be people in the home that could be worried about a court situation as well. But it really does feel like something could possibly be affecting your home life. Okay, I think I see the connection here. You got this card that says chaos and conflict. I don't know if there's just been a lot of tension within the household. Cops are getting called. Somebody's getting locked up. This sort of thing. Thank you, spirit guides. Yes. Chaos and conflict. Arguing. You got this card that says composure. Gemini, something could get very out of hand very quickly. This card that says composure. Somebody could possibly say something that's very triggering. But I already feel like this energy is already here, and I think it's a buildup of this energy. Something could possibly be happening. And it looks like, Gemini, something about this situation could be prevented by keeping your composure. Because it looks like somebody has a fiery type of temper, or this is you just kind of holding it in and holding it in and holding it in, and it just feels like something might come out in an eruption. Some of you, it does. It feels like somebody could be being released from jail, awaiting possibly some sort of arraignment. Like I said, trial. I don't know if you, what is this about? Yeah, shock. Maybe some of you might be shocked to find out about this. Maybe it's not going on with you directly, and it might be going on with someone around you. Maybe a co-parenting situation, or I don't know, a family member or whomever. What is going on? Somebody definitely has some sort of an addiction, Gemini. I hope this is not like a drunk driving sort of situation, Gemini. There's alcohol here. Somebody's very distracted on the road, Gemini. Extended family. Okay, so again, if it's not going on with you, it may be going on with a family member. This is possibly someone deciding to clean up their mess. Maybe somebody feels like they've been living their life wrong, and now they're ready to clean up the way that they live, sort of thing. Treading carefully. You do have the Seven of Swords. And you do have a lot of eyeballs on you. Oh, are you under some sort of investigation? It seems like there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of different possibilities that I'm pulling from the cards. I may not call out everyone's situation, but I definitely feel like you're waiting for the outcome of something, some sort of document. I hope no one passed. Gemini, that's what I'm talking about. Pay attention while you're on the road, because it seems like for some of you, there could be some sort of hazard when you're driving. I promise you somebody got locked up. Or this is saying somebody could potentially get locked up in a situation by not keeping their composure, by not paying attention. But this honestly feels like this has something to do with something that may have happened physically, especially with the Tower. It has happened, could have happened. What are we talking about, Spirit Guide? I guess I'm going to just keep digging. What's going on with the Geminis? Family, as soon as I pick up the card. You're in some sort of family court, or like I said, extended family. Legal trouble. Is this actually happening, Spirit Guides, or is this something that someone is worried about? No, this feels like somebody could have possibly sustained some sort of injury. Somebody could have said something that now they're looking back and they're regretting that they ever said it. Somebody put their foot in their mouth, because it feels like something got out of hand. Either it's that, or somebody said something, it caused someone a lot of pain. And now somebody's looking back at the situation and they're like, well, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Okay, that sort of thing. So again, be careful about keeping your composure in a situation. I don't know if this is you, Gemini. You just, like I said, you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You might be kind of lashing out or this sort of thing. And that could be you possibly saying something. Once the words have left someone's mouth, it feels like it's just difficult to take things back. Or you're dealing with someone that maybe is rejection sensitive. They don't know how to process their feelings. Or there might be something way deeper, like I mentioned, going on in the situation than you may even realize. Like, it feels like words may really hurt. Or this is some sort of hurt feeling about the situation. Yep, this has something to do with children. There is a child involved. Someone is claiming some sort of innocence in a court situation. What happened, Gemini? You might be going to, maybe you are a clairvoyant, you read tarot, but it looks like you're looking for some sort of guidance or maybe some reassurance about something, because it feels like you're really struggling because you're not sure how something may pan out. So how does this go? Spirit guides with a court situation for the Gemini nation. I mentioned to you that somebody is doing some sort of chaos magic on you. Not all of you. Let me repeat that. Not all of you Geminis are cross watchers. But that's someone's confirmation. If that does happen, because I promise you somebody, there's a situation where there's jealousy. Someone wants you to be in some sort of turmoil. There's definitely some sort of dark magic that's being done in this situation. Resolve. I think that's you. I think you're waiting for a resolution to a situation, or this is you find a way to resolve a situation, especially if this is a living situation, I feel. Okay. You come up with some sort of strategy to resolve a pending situation. Whatever this is that's up in the air. Gemini. I got this for Cancer not too long ago. Something has been up in the air for a minute. You've been waiting. You get some sort of resolution. Something may get resolved, Gemini, in your favor. You got some sort of DV situation. Yep. Having to do with a Leo. This card has, and this deck has something to do with court. Something legal, so some sort of legal paperwork, okay? You're going to get some sort of communication, okay, that helps you to resolve a situation. Or maybe there's something that you need to pay in order to give you peace of mind, Gemini. From whatever this is that's really plaguing your mind, but it seems like for you it's a financial situation. It seems like you've been coming up short. You've been waiting for a while. I said something having to do with your money, your financial situation. Some of you, maybe you're waiting to hear back from a job. What's going on with Gemini at work here, guys? You might be driving, like I said, Gemini. Maybe you're distracted. You could possibly be getting lost. Well, that's interesting. Some of you could be traveling. Maybe you're wanting to go and see someone, or maybe this is someone traveling to come and see you. Judgment. You got the death card. Okay. That came out. Did you get the death? Yeah. The man standing here at a grave. For some of you, someone passed away. Someone could have passed away all of a sudden. Some of you, it feels like this is what you're grieving of, and maybe you haven't really fully grieved over this situation. But some of you, you got separation here. It's either someone did not pass and you're grieving over a separation, but honestly, I feel like someone did pass. Someone could have passed. This feels like, okay, this confirmation for someone. Gemini, it feels like, I mentioned to you, you might be going back to the doctor. Somebody might have a heart issue, cardiac issue, cardiac disease, coronary artery disease. But I feel like there could be something going on with the ventricles. It feels like I'm hearing bicuspid, tricuspid valve. Someone has some sort of a heart defect, CHF sort of thing. Heart failure, heart attack. Okay. Something's going on there. So it seems like, and I'm not trying to, please forgive me, I'm not trying to create alarm for you, but at the same time, I want you to be informed, and it may not be you, Gemini, that I'm speaking to. It may have something to do, we got this card that said extended family. Somebody needs to go check out a heart issue because it does feel like it's something very serious. Angina, heart pain. I'm hearing nitroglycerin. Somebody has like a heart situation that has gone undiagnosed, but for others, it feels like somebody knows that they have this issue. It's been pending up in the air, right? Somebody hasn't gone to get something to look, they're delaying getting something looked at. Spirit guides are saying now it's time to resolve something. It's time to look into something. And maybe that's what this situation is about. Maybe something is hidden, Gemini, and maybe it may take for a professional to really look into something closer. You worried about moving? Hi, Brittany. I'm sorry to hear that your brother passed. Once again, you got 8 of Swords. So I mean, if no one got locked up, but I think that someone may have, or someone is worried about jail time, but it looks like somebody could possibly be getting out on bond. I think this is you with a living situation. Someone maybe in your situation maybe does not want to feel stuck or confined, but because of a financial situation, it seems like somebody feels stuck. Some of you might be stuck in a lease. You're not really wanting to be in that type of situation, okay, or whatever it is. It seems like, once again, excessive pressure, the pressure of telling you, whatever this is going on with a heart issue. I almost wanted to say heart murmur. There's like cardiac overload. Somebody's heart does not beat correctly, like they have some type of arrhythmia, pressure. The pressure's on because of a financial issue. Gemini feels like maybe you've fallen short. And there's some sort of Splitting apart. Okay. Either you're splitting up from someone and you're moving, or this is a third party situation and you might not know about that. But some of you, maybe your lease is ending or whatever, or you're worried about it or whatever. Is this connected? Yes, it's connected to finances. Feels like it's connected to not feeling like you have enough. What's going on next for the Gemini? Oh, I guess this is the strategy. If there's something that is still pending, and it feels like it does have something to do with a financial matter connected to living arrangements. Something gets resolved. Something's been up in the air. You might be asking for help, Gemini, or the cross watcher. It seems like someone could, by you or someone asking for help, it feels like some sort of situation does get resolved. Or you will resolve your current situation very soon. For some of you, what's really bugging you is that maybe there's been some sort of a job loss. I hope this isn't due to someone losing their composure at work. We didn't talk about that yet, but it seems like that could be where the trigger comes from. Somebody might be triggering you in order to get you fired. This is a financial need, or like I said, you're looking for a job and you've been looking for a job for the longest. A lot of time has gone by. It seems like there's a new job opening coming in for you that may offer job security. Yeah, this looks like some sort of balance that may need to be paid. You're going to school. It looks like you might have a scholarly goal, Gemini. Maybe this is with your schedule. Maybe this is where things are chaotic or you're experiencing some sort of turmoil. It does feel like maybe you're doing some sort of spiritual work, Gemini, to improve your situation. I do see you going to a practitioner, so maybe you're going to someone to get help with that. But like I mentioned to you, you got somebody doing some dark magic on you. And that's who's lighting the candles, Gemini. Like I said, things have been up in the air. Maybe you feel like finances have been dwindling. Yeah, ask for whatever your heart desires. It feels like you are trying to manifest something. And it seems like you are. You're going to be cashing in on some good times. Okay, once again, let me clarify. I'm not saying gamble, Gemini. But I am saying you might be cashing in on some good times coming up. Okay, like I said, some bills maybe didn't get paid this month, Gemini. You might be getting the final notice. Your luck is getting ready to change. Yours or somebody around you, especially if things have been delayed. I don't know if you're trying to take a break from what's going on online, because it seems like that's what has you distracted, Gemini. Some of you, I promise you, there's a father that may want to spend time with a child, or you're sorting something out with your child's father, whatever you are. Talking to your angels about something. There's some type of offering that you're doing, and it does look like you have blessings in abundance. So if you are doing some sort of ritual to improve a financial situation, it looks like it works, Gemini. It looks like it does. Even if it's not a ritual, even if this is you just praying for some sort of guidance, praying for some sort of, insight. It looks like it comes through, or you're able to find the strategy. Does somebody literally play chess? Maybe you are playing chess with someone. Maybe it's that literal. This whole thing about you having tension with someone, somebody's moving out. Thinking about moving out. But like I said, it feels like somebody doesn't have the money. Or it's due to maybe what's on somebody's record that's maybe keeping them from getting employment, or keeping them from being able to get a place of employment, whatever. You got some sort of balance that's owed, Gemini. Like I said, it feels like something comes through in the nick of time. And it seems like it gives you a fresh start. Is there anything that I'm missing out on? Yeah, Gemini. We talked about, I didn't talk to you about work. Well, I did. But I also see this card that says composure. I think you could possibly be having a clash with someone at work. It could be your boss. Somebody really wants you to respond, Gemini. They're just really itching for a response from you. They're going absolutely overboard. This is possibly why I'm seeing this with these chess pieces. Somebody has really thought this out. It means that much to somebody to see you just kind of lose it. I don't know. I guess this is a case-by-case situation, Gemini. Sometimes you do have to stand your ground. But whatever you do, keep your composure if possible. I don't know what this is about, Gemini. Why is this necessary? Why is this person doing this to you? I don't know. Forgive me. I always want to know why. What's the justification, if any? It doesn't feel like it's justified, but let's see. No, it just seems like somebody is just being very critical of you. Talked about somebody putting their foot in their mouth. Or saying something to cause someone pain. Oh, okay. If you do have an online presence, even if you don't, it feels like there could be people that are watching, okay? People that may know about it, that might be in on the situation. And other people might think this is like a TV show, like it's entertainment. They want to see this happen. They want to see you get mad. Because it seems like you've already been mad. Like I said, there's this certain buildup. It doesn't seem like you're mad at this person this day. You had a minute to kind of build this up. Anyway, that's just kind of what I'm seeing. Somebody might want to see you go off, Gemini. And this could be you. Maybe you do. Maybe you do happen to do so. And maybe you might end up regretting it. I don't know, Gemini. Keeping still. I think this is what someone wants you to do. They want you. Either this is you deliberately keeping still because you're afraid to make a decision, or this is someone that's looking at you with a lot of envy and they don't want you to be able to have any type of forward momentum. They're trying to keep you stuck. Now they're wasting their time, Gemini. And they should know this by now, Gemini, because they've been doing this for the longest. Let's see how this plays out. Overall, restitution. Finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. Maybe someone is having to pay you restitution. Finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. Maybe someone stole something from you, Gemini. It could be a literal object or whatever. Somebody has to be held accountable, even if this is not a physical object. Curses, cures illness, forgive me. Love and submission cures illness, influences paternal love, gives long life. That's interesting. Paternal love. You have the father here. Three of Swords. This is why the Three of Swords is here and Father is here so many times. This has something to do with a paternal connection, but at the same time, there's some sort of disconnect here. Divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. Confirmation of what I talked about. You have an enemy. Some of you Geminis. And for others of you, you Gemini are the culprit trying to cause chaos and conflict for someone due to, I feel what this is jealousy. And confirmation throughout the reading that someone's wasting their time. They may try, they may form their weapons, Gemini. They may try to, but they're not going to prosper. Definitely having to do with a child. Okay. Holy Spirit, is there anything else? Yes, thank you, Spirit Guides. Justice. There's been some sort of injustice done. I mentioned to you this card that says innocence. Someone might be accusing someone of doing something that they have not done. It feels like there will be justice in a court of law. You're worried that something may not play out in your favor, Gemini, but it feels like justice is prevailed. Whether or not this is a spiritual battle that we're talking about, or this is something literal in the 3D, justice prevails in your situation. Spirit guides, anything else for the Gemini nation that I may have missed? Okay, you're moving in the right direction. If you have not felt like you were living your life in the right direction, or that you are making the right decisions, it feels like you're going to be, there's a course correction that's coming up. Okay, it feels like there is a fork in the road, Gemini. If this gives you an opportunity to maybe correct something that maybe you feel that has been an issue for you, or you're able to figure something out. Yeah, I see, definitely kids. Something here to do with kids. Somebody's going back and forth between you and someone else. This is a lot of children in this reading. So that's what I mean. Your kids. Somebody has multiple kids. There's a lot of gossip. Somebody's running their mouth. This is a legal situation. Someone's playing real dirty. Gemini, the advice for the Gemini nation, spirit guides. Let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that you've held back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Let go. You haven't not once but twice. This feels like this has everything to do with worry, and your guides are saying there is no need to worry, Gemini. Whatever situation in the 3D that looks like it's chaotic and out of control has already been resolved in the spiritual realm, in the higher realms. Like I said, especially if you have already contacted your spirit guides or whatever this is that you do spiritually, it feels like this is why justice prevails. So they're saying, let go. If you've already prayed, don't worry. Like I said, you don't believe in prayer, then, kind of fill in the blank however it makes sense to you. But your guys are saying, let go. It's already been resolved. Gemini, you might feel that you're a worrywart, Gemini. Your guys are saying there's no need to worry about anything on this earth. And they're saying, absolutely. Especially if there's someone that you lost. You didn't really lose them. Let me rephrase that. Someone passed away. They've transitioned. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you. As much as you want to connect with them, they know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove that they're with you at this time. So I mentioned to you, there's this man that's at the cemetery here. And I don't know if this is like the anniversary of someone's passing, or this person is just on your mind. Spirit world is going out of its way to let you know that they're with you. Wow. Whatever this is about a father, okay, which is here several times. Maybe your father passed. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, and that it can be tapped in at any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. That's what I mean. I don't know, and like I said, if this is your father, your child's father, or your father has transitioned to the afterlife, or this is just where the chaos is, it feels like there is a father figure that, I don't know, may mean well. Or this is your way of finding some sort of forgiveness and moving on and finding a way to emotionally recover from whatever that happens to be when it comes to you or a family member, even extended family. Maybe this is your niece or nephew that we're talking about. It could even be your inner child. New beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. So it does feel like some of you Geminis, that's the issue, is something may have happened all of a sudden, very abruptly. Now it's time to let go and embrace a new beginning. Sometimes maybe it took for, you're not a fixed sign. Maybe you do have fixed, maybe you have fixed sign in your chart, whatever. It feels like it's time for something to shift. It's time to let go of something in order to have a new beginning. Even if this is a new perspective of how you're seeing a father figure, if they were absent, or this is a new way of seeing someone that may have transitioned. They're not gone. They're just in a different form. Gemini. With that, Gemini, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. This reading was helpful, Gemini Nation. Thumbs up this video. It helps the algorithm. Thank you, Gemini, for sticking around. Have a peaceful and blessed week. Peace out, Gemini.